Welcome back. I hope everyone enjoyed lunch, which I thought was delicious. My name is Bruce Usher. I'm co-director of the Tamer Center for Social Enterprise, along with Professor Damon Phillips, who you saw this morning. It's my pleasure to now introduce Quick Talks, the first of two Quick Talks panels that we're going to have. The Quick Talks series highlights social entrepreneurs who use business principles to solve social and environmental challenges. Each speaker will have 10 minutes to present. So allow me to introduce our first speaker, Michal, co-founder and CEO of Visit.org, and she'll be followed by our second speaker, Peter Mirovich, CEO at Engo Planet. Please join me in welcoming Michal.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you for Columbia Business School for being a pioneer and a leader in social enterprise for so many years now. It's been inspirational for me to attend this conference for the past 7 years, and I really have been inspired to think big, collaborate, and just do. And thanks to that, this is where I am today. So I'm excited to be here. And I know that you all just came back from lunch, and the last thing that you can properly digest is a 10-minute presentation about a company. So I have something small to share with you that I hope will keep you awake for the next 10 minutes. Next week, I'm going to present the exact same presentation at a Salesforce annual conference in California, in front of a conference where people attend, 130,000 people attend, and the speaker after me, or the late night event after me, is going to be U2 and Bono. So Bono is going to listen to this exact same presentation that you guys are going to listen over the next 10 minutes. All right. So, friends, I would like to share two stories from my life that led me to start Visit.org, a business, for-profit business, that is already making the world a better place. I grew up with 3 brothers, 2 older and 1 younger. When we were kids, my dad had various health issues. So my brothers and I developed a coping mechanism that was to stick together no matter what. The greatest lesson I learned during my childhood was that though life can be intolerable sometimes, they have got my back. My brothers have always been my secret weapon. As I got older, I often found myself in male-dominated environments. In high school, I took the highest level of math, physics, and computer programming classes. I became one of the first female pilot cadets in the Israeli Air Force. I was one of very few women in my computer science undergrad class at the Israeli Institute of Technology. And then I entered the high-tech professional world, where men are everywhere. As the founder of a tech startup today, I'm constantly pitching in front of male investors. We are often the only women-led company in the room. I was very privileged to have people like my brothers in my life who believed in me and my ability to succeed regardless of my gender. It's people like my brothers who are a constant source of strength and support, and who dare to challenge convention, who are changing the world today. We need more champions like them. In summer 2008, I was working at a local nonprofit in Tel Aviv with refugees from Darfur, Eritrea, and South Sudan. The nonprofit did advocacy work in the Israeli parliament, managed urgent operations of food, shelter, and health care for the hundreds of refugees that arrived every day, and developed several long-term sustainable programs to improve individual and community well-being. This nonprofit was for these refugees the champion I found in my brothers. After giving birth to my first child, my refugee friends and my friends from elsewhere in Tel Aviv met one another for the first time when they came to my apartment to give baby gifts. My friends from the 2 worlds were living 5 minutes away from each other, but this was the first time that I had an opportunity for a genuine, relaxed, human interaction. It was a very powerful experience. I created Visit.org to allow these interactions to happen much more frequently. On Visit.org, you can book today culturally immersive travel experiences that benefit local communities. And I'm not talking about volunteering here. In fact, this is where our innovation lies. On a Visit.org experience, it's the local community members that offer their expertise to visitors, rather than the traditional structure of volunteering, bringing their outside skills to locals. What makes us unique is that all of our providers of activities are led by local do-good organizations and range from walking tours to workshops to hikes, meals, and much more. Your impact as a visitor is the $20 or $50 ticket price you pay to participate in the activity, and this entire amount is guaranteed to end up in the hands of locals and be invested in programs that benefit the local community. So how does it work? First, we scout the most impactful do-good organizations all over the world and help them create, market, and distribute exclusive tours and activities to millions of travelers, all free of charge. Then, travelers use Visit.org to add a day or a multi-day authentic activity to their existing travel itinerary. They book, pay, and get immediate confirmation directly on our platform. Then, the user participates in the experience led by the local community, and Visit.org pays the local organization 100% of its asking price and takes a booking fee from the user. So let me give you a couple of examples. On Visit.org, you can book today, and I encourage you to do so for your next trip. You can make your own coffee with the Coffee Farmer Cooperative in Guatemala, and revenue goes directly back to the local farmer cooperative. You can take your family to a penguin rehabilitation center in South Africa, and the revenue supports the rehabilitation of this cute little penguin. You can take your family and eat traditional Vietnamese meal, and the revenue is invested in local micro-entrepreneurs. Or spend 3 days at a biodiversity research institution in the Amazon jungle in Peru, and the revenue furthers the local research. We've already onboarded 400 previously off-the-grid organizations in 50 countries, and we are growing 24% month to month, forecasting to reach 2,000 exclusive suppliers by December 2017. Currently, 10 organizations a week hear about us and ask to join our platform. We have clear vetting criteria and systems in place to ensure the quality of the experience as well as the impact of our partner organizations. I'm also excited to say that we are already the world's largest platform of its kind today. These experiences are so different and so powerful from mainstream tourism attractions that 30% of our users book their next Visit.org experience within 7 days. Since September, we have facilitated 800 bookings with a 23% growth rate month to month. We have a team around the world of local representatives who help us identify, vet, and onboard our partner organizations and provide them with unlimited free support on building and running their visit programs. We also have a growing community of ambassadors that go on pilot visits to ensure the quality and safety of our tours and spread the word about their visits through the visuals, the storytelling, and the videos, and the social posts that they post on their own personal social media. Today we have 162 ambassadors all over the world, and we are on track to reach 300 ambassadors by this December. If any of you here in the audience is passionate about the work of this kind of great do-good organizations, I invite you to join our ambassadors program. I'm going to have my email address At the end of this presentation, please write it down, and I'll be super excited to hear from you and have you join our community. So why is this innovation so powerful? Because by opening the doors of these impactful organizations to millions of travelers from around the world, we promote public education, we enhance the mission of great organization, and we stimulate economic development. I'm proud to say that since last September, we have helped generate $116,000 in new cash earned revenue with no strings attached to our partner organizations on the ground. I'm going to leave you with a quick video to inspire you even more. Now, just to put all of this in perspective, before I go to my last slide, typically in the $7 trillion tourism industry, only 5% of revenue generated actually ends up in the hands of local communities. This is an astonishing stat. I'm sure you will all agree with me. On visit.org, each and every activity that you book, make sure that 100% of that price is going and staying in the hands of the local community. I invite you to join our global movement so we can all have each other's back. Thank you.